Hola, me llamo Ravi. Estoy estudiando el español en Southport High School. He elegido el español porque en el futuro me gustaría vivir en un país hispano hablante.
Me llamo José, estudio aquí en Southport. Una ventaja de estudiar aquí es que vas a estar en un grupo pequeño y los profesores te apoyan mucho.
Hola, bonjour. I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm the head of the MFL faculty here at Southport High School, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about studying A-level languages. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about is, well, what do you study? If you choose A-level here, what do you study? Well, the course really builds on what you've done at GCSE and focuses on a lot of the topics that you'll be familiar with, but goes a lot deeper than that. And it's broken down into little modules that you study throughout the 2-year course. And so we've got in there things like aspects of society, your attitude to family, new technologies like cyberspace, talking about equal rights and multiculturalism, some more controversial topics and very interesting ones like immigration, racism and integration into society. And it also delves a lot deeper into the culture of either Spanish or French-speaking countries. So you learn all about the artistic culture and history of those countries, things like film, literature, painting, language and regional identity, and also the cultural heritage of those countries. And it also has a modern day slant, so you look at things like music and modern day idols, so people that are popular now and discovering why they're popular basically. It also has a very strong slant towards things that interest young people, and some of the issues that are kind of being debated in our days. So you look at things like monarchy and look back in time also to history of things like dictatorships. So those topics all form part of what we call paper 1, okay, which is a 2.5-hour exam which is assessed at the end of the course. And that exam covers listening, reading and writing and grammar, and it covers the things that you've looked at within those modules, okay. Paper 2 is a writing exam, and that lasts 2 hours. And during the course, we look at a book and a film, which is from a list prescribed by the AQA exam board that we follow. So, for example, if you're doing Spanish, you might watch the film Volver by Almodóvar, and you would study that in depth over the 2 years and write about that in the final exam. Another film that we sometimes look at might be Pan's Labyrinth. And in the past, one of the books that we've looked at, for example, is La Sombra del Viento by Zaffarán. Okay, so you become a kind of expert in film and literature analysis during the course. Of course, we also offer French, so one of the books that we've looked at before in French is L'étranger by Albert Camus. And we also, for example, one of the films that you might look at in that is La Haine. So there's a real scope, if you like, for deep study in a book and a film throughout the course. And the third component of how you're assessed at A-level is a speaking exam, and that lasts for between 21 and 23 minutes. It's assessed at the end of the course. And one of the components at the start of that exam is a stimulus card that you have to talk about, and that covers one of the topics that we've covered throughout the 2 years. But the main body of the speaking exam is a research project. So it gives you a lot of freedom to research and talk about something that you really, really enjoy. Okay, so there's a lot of freedom in this course a lot of scope for studying things that interest you, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'd say that studying A-level is so enjoyable and exciting. So why choose a language at Southborough? Okay, one of the things, the big advantages here is that you're going to be studying in a small group. You're going to get a lot of attention by specialist staff. We have a history of delivering really good results here. We've had boys who have got the highest grades at A-level, and one boy, for example, who studied with us went on to study Spanish as his degree. We have lots going on in our department to help you be successful. For example, we run a film study day at the BFI Film Institute in London, which helps you revise the film that you've chosen to study for your exam. And of course, we have our long-established exchange with Colegios El Valle School in Madrid. So if you choose A-level Spanish, you would get to spend a week in Madrid and really develop your language and brush up on your language skills. Okay. We also are committed to trying to run a trip every year to France. So if you choose French A-level, you'll have a similar opportunity. And we do lots of other things. So for example, boys that choose A-level languages here get the chance to go on the Surrey University Summer School every year, which gives you a taste of what studying languages is like at university.